We're back. We're back, chat. I think we're live. Another day of I don't really know what we're gonna talk about. There's a couple earnings things after hours, so we can look into those. What's going on with this? Why is my Open Insiders not opening? Oh, it is. Okay. Gotcha. Check well wisdom, I guess, since I accidentally closed it. I doubt there's any whales. Yeah. One day there's just going to be a bunch of these. But not today. The store closures still haven't updated. So that's kind of whack. I guess we got to wait till February to see if they close more stores this year. You just literally had a little spike on GameStop right when I started the stream, so I don't know what that's about. Probably nothing. Probably just GameStop things. What's up, Muma? What's up, Muma? You need to get off that CSGO, bro. You were on one yesterday. Oh, shit. I hope you're doing good, though, bro. Hope you're doing good. I want to see, I guess TSM reported yesterday. It's up 5% today. Wow, that's all-time highs for TSM. Bears getting fucked, son. The Bears are getting fucked. Is Nvidia up too? I don't think that's all-time highs on Nvidia, though. Yeah, Nvidia all-time highs over 200. Bears be getting fucked. Damn, Intel's at $49. Holy shit. That thing is crushing. I just can't believe that it bounced off that historical support again. Like, it's absolutely insane. I'm pretty sure we checked this yesterday, but JB Hunt, I think that was up. Yeah, pushing all-time highs on that. Very interesting. That thing's been ripping the past, like, week. Oh, past, like, few months, I guess, actually. Almost doubled. Maybe that could be worth streaming about. I don't know. I just don't feel like this is a popular stock. But it's already almost doubled, so maybe it'll have more traction? I don't know. I'll decide once we get closer to the close, I guess. What is this? WAFD. Oh, this is a bank? I've never heard of this one. I've never heard of that one. Long boring winter, bro. Feels like years since I've seen the sun. Where's it at? It's been weird where I live. It's been like sunny but cold. Like today it looks pretty sunny out there, but it's still cold. The winters here have been weird lately. Or like the past few winters have been weird. I think they built too much infrastructure, so it's not really like the same. It's the only thing I could think of. What's up, Ruben? How you doing, bro? How you doing, Ruben? I thought you had some economic data today. I thought there was something. I guess not. Today's Thursday? Yeah. I thought there was something for economic data, but I guess not. I thought there was like mortgage rates or something. But I guess that was next week, maybe. Maybe I was looking at next week. I have no clue. I have no clue. We're up a quarter. To the moon, baby! We're up a quarter. To the moon. To the moon, brother. Send it. Did Taiwan? Yeah, Taiwan posted last night, I think. It's either last night or in the morning. But yeah, that stock's at all-time highs. You got an insider buy on MicroStrategy at 150. It's kind of interesting. I've never actually looked at Taiwan's balance sheet. I'm not sure if you can, actually. I wonder. Let's see. What is it? TSMC or something like that? No. I forgot what the ticker is. TSM. That's right. Oh yeah, it's foreign, so you can't look that up. That's why I've never looked it up. It's because you can't. Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. Crypto's still kind of up. Rejected 98. You're still up a little bit. It's probably the best price action you've seen on Bitcoin for a while, though, so we'll see what happens. We'll see if it turns into anything more. Not really good if it just rejects 98 again, but we'll see. We'll see. It broke out of 94. Like, you could have just squeezed, you know, shorter term traders out here and you could sell off again. But who knows? You know, it's hard to predict at this point. At this point, it's kind of hard to predict. But anything's possible with crypto here. I saw Saks went bankrupt. I didn't even... That's crazy. I also didn't know Amazon owned gold, or is it Fifth Avenue? Saks Fifth Avenue? Something like that. I didn't even know they owned it. What's up, Moose? Moose? How you doing, bro? So it says, Amazon wants a federal judge to reject Saks Global's bankruptcy financing plan. Writing in court papers, the beleaguered department store burned through hundreds of millions of dollars in less than a year and failed to hold up to their agreement. When Saks acquired Neiman Marcus for $2.7 billion in December 2024, Amazon invested $475 million into the venture on the grounds the retailer would start selling its products on Amazon's website, and the tech company would offer technology and logistics expertise. The equity investment is now presumptively worthless, Amazon's attorneys wrote in Wednesday's filings. Hours after Saks filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection, Saks continuously failed to meet its budgets, burned through hundreds of millions of dollars in less than a year, and ran up additional hundreds of millions of dollars in unpaid invoices owed to its retail partners. As a part of the deal, Saks launched a branded Saks at Amazon storefront on the e-commerce company's website, featuring a range of luxury, fashion, and beauty items. It also agreed to pay a referral fee for Saks-branded goods sold on the platform, guaranteeing at least $900 million in payments to Amazon over 8 years. In its filing, Amazon argued that Saks' bankruptcy financing plan harms the company and other creditors because it saddles parts of the Saks Corporation with new debt that it previously didn't have. It also pushes Amazon further down the pecking order in terms of repayment, which reduces the amount it could potentially be repaid during the proceedings, the e-commerce company said. Amazon wrote that it hopes Saks will resolve its concerns, but if it doesn't, it may seek more drastic remedies, including the appointment of an examiner or trustee. During a hearing Wednesday in U.S. bankruptcy court in Houston, Judge Alfredo, wouldn't that be such a cool name to have, Alfredo Perez allowed Saks to start tapping into $1.75 billion in new bankruptcy financing after the company argued it would face immediate liquidation without it. He has yet to issue a ruling on Amazon's request. Saks' acquisition of Neiman Marcus brought in a slew of new investors, including names from the technology industry. For Amazon, the deal guaranteed Saks' presence on its sprawling web store, where the company is sought to attract bigger brands and grow its luxury selection in particular. The Saks deal also raised the possibility that Amazon could deepen its investment in the department store chain. Amazon has been determined to have a bigger presence in physical retail. Wait, I thought physical retail was dying, though. Why would Amazon want a bigger presence in physical retail? I thought physical retail was dying. What happened? That's crazy. And it's experimented with several concepts over the years, scrapping some along the way. The company also struck similar investment agreements in the past. In 2022, Amazon took a 2% stake in Grubhub in exchange for food delivery company adding perks for Prime members. Amazon expanded its stake in the company up to 18% in 2024. Okay. Taiwan will invest $250 billion in U.S. chip making under new trade deal. That's breaking news. Breaking news. I need a sound effect board. U.S. and Taiwan have reached a trade agreement to build chips and chip factories on American soil. As part of the agreement, Taiwanese chip and technology companies will invest at least $250 billion in production capacity in the U.S., and the Taiwanese government will guarantee $250 billion in credit for these companies. In exchange, the U.S. will limit reciprocal tariffs on Taiwan to 15%, down from 20%, and commit to zero reciprocal tariffs on generic pharmaceuticals, their ingredients, aircraft components, and some natural resources. The announcement added that future tariffs under the Section 232 framework will have some exception for the companies that are building chips in the U.S., Taiwanese companies building new U.S. chip fabs, such as TSMC, will be able to import up to 2.5 times the amount of capacity they are building while the factories are under construction without paying tariffs under the framework. When the factories are completed, companies will be able to import 1.5 times their U.S. production capacity. The agreement provides clarity to chip companies and technology firms that have grappled with uncertainty over the past year over Trump's administration's approach to the tariffs in the semiconductor industry. It also incentivizes TSMC, the world's leading fab company, to continue to build more factories on U.S. soil, while making it clear that it can continue to build chips for U.S. companies in Taiwan. TSMC has already built fabs in Arizona, investing as much as $40 billion to produce chips for companies like Apple and Nvidia, using previous grants of U.S. government money under the CHIPS Act. U.S. government has prioritized American production of leading-edge chips as the struggle for access to AI semiconductors become a key geopolitical matter. U.S. officials have also said that there's a substantial risk to the U.S. economy if China invades Taiwan and reduces access to TSMC chips. Was that Matt Romano? Soundboard app? I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's a soundboard app. I've just never really looked into it. Because I can just go on YouTube. I can just go on YouTube and be like, I don't know, breaking news sound effect. Like, I can just do this and it just be like,
I'm being told this is Limu
Limu Emu showed up.
from Liberty Mutual, who helps save you hundreds by customizing your car insurance.
Breaking news. See, I can just do that. Except Limu Emu kind of ruined it. Fucking Limu. Fucking Limu. The ads made it better. Not really. Not really. Not really. Spotify hikes US premium subscription price months after last increase. NATO nations deploy to Greenland. Billionaire Rams owner Stan Kroenke becomes America's biggest private land owner. Makers like Ford and GM are jumping in energy storage. Amazon wants retail stores, I guess. That's what that said. There it says there. Whatever it said. Whatever it said. I don't even know where the hell it said that. Oh yeah, Amazon's been determined to have a bigger presence in physical retail, and it's experimented with several concepts over the years, scrapping some along the way. So, but retail's dead, remember? Like, retail's dead. Ads are my favorite part about YouTube. Same. I love ads so much. I love seeing the Limu 20 times a day. Limu the emu 30 times a day. Goldman Sachs tops profit estimates. That's not surprising. Russia moves to make crypto everyday finance. That sounds terrible. Senate Banking Committee postpones Clarity Act. I don't even know what the hell the Clarity Act is. It's the first time I'm seeing it. I don't think it says. I don't know what the Clarity Act is. Oh, it says right here. Clarity Act, designed to establish a comprehensive federal framework for digital asset markets. Legislation seeks to divide oversight between the SEC and CFTC, set standards for payment stablecoins, clarify rules for decentralized finance, protect software developers who do not control customer funds. The bill would replace regulatory uncertainty with clear rules, strengthen anti-fraud and illicit finance authorities, and bring crypto activity back onshore. Strongest illicit finance framework Congress has ever considered for digital assets. Bill weakens investor protections and risk creating new loopholes. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The streamer Vitaly is being deported to Russia. Bitmine and Mr. Beast make a deal? I have no clue. Where do you see that? Oh, an hour ago. Looks like they invested into Mr. Beast, which is kind of weird. See, what the fuck? I hate ads so much, dude. They like, it literally just sends me somewhere I don't even want to go. It's just like a random fucking pop-up. Ads are so stupid. So it says, medium platform founded by Jimmy Donaldson, known as popular YouTuber Mr. Beast, drawing a $200 million investment from Bitmine Immersion Tech, world's leading Ethereum treasury company. Bitmine investment in Beast Industries is designed to back a digital outlet that has more than 450 million subscribers and attracts 5 billion monthly views. Deal closes on or about January 19th. It's our view that Ethereum, which is a smart contract platform, is the future of finance, where digitalization of not only dollars but stocks and equities are going to take place. Over time, that really blurs what is service versus what's digital money, and that's where collaboration and investment in beast industries makes sense. Alongside Lee, who also serves as head of research at Fundstrand Global Advisors, key investors in BitMine include Art Cathy Woods, Bill Miller the third, and Galaxy Digital. I think it's part of sort of the evolution of digital platforms and money. I think it's really uniting the number one creator in the world with the biggest Ethereum platform in the world. Addressing the broader... Okay, so not much info there. I don't know why Mr. Beast would need a $200 million investment, but I don't know. Maybe you'll get more information on that later on. Doesn't really make sense. And also, isn't BitMine like complete garbage? How are they investing 200 million? We gotta look. I'm pretty sure BitMine's like complete trash, if I'm not mistaken. At least they make money, I guess. I don't even know if that's them making money. The warrant expense, whatever that is. How are they? They have 8.2 billion in crypto, probably Ethereum, but no debt. Is this a mining company? It's not a. This must be a mining company, because they don't have like all the debt that a lot of other treasury companies have. Oh wait, isn't BitMine the one who makes the computers? BitMine crypto miner. No, that's Bitmain. How do they not have debt? Shouldn't they have debt? Where'd they get their $8.2 billion from? Only thing I'm certain of is my life. I'll see Mr. Beast as the president of the US and I can't wait for the day. Maybe. Maybe. I think you're going to see real life Hunger Games one day where people actually die. Real life or death Hunger Games. Rosh! What's up, Rosh? How you doing, bro? I mean, I guess the real question is what's the market cap of the stock? BMNR. 14 billion? I mean, that's not terrible. I just feel like, yeah, it's kind of a newer IPO. I don't, where do they get all their money from, though? Like, that's my only question. Where did they get all their money? Where did they get the $8.2 billion with no debt? I'd be curious. That's my, that would be my concern investing in something like this, is where the fuck did they get the money? And, you know, maybe it says it. Maybe we can go into a filing and see. See, they added another 2 billion. So, like, where are they getting all this money from? 11.2 billion in stockholder equity. This might be like one of the better treasury things, but I just don't get where they're getting their money from. That's like the biggest red flag here. Right here. From At the Money. They made all their money from At the Monies? No way. That's where they got all their money from. That's actually interesting. Because a lot of the other treasury companies, all their money's from senior notes. They did a reverse stock split back May 15th, 2025. And ATM. November 30th, 25. Company had 408 million shares of common stock. Short offering. The company sold 168 million shares of common stock, received 7.6 billion. That's pretty interesting. I've never seen a company finance their crypto treasury with an At the Money. I don't like that it's a new IPO, but it doesn't seem like it has debt. So like, realistically, you're just kind of betting on Ethereum. Our objective is to grow our ETH position over time, subject to risk and liquidity constraints. Evaluate staking, blah, blah, blah. I mean, the second this company starts to raise debt to buy Ethereum, though, that's such a red flag. But maybe they're not going to. Maybe they're doing it correctly. And they mine their own crypto, it looks like, as well. Company continued its strategy of winding down its proprietary self-mining exposure and deferring new site build-outs during 3 months. So they're winding down their mining, it seems like. I thought you couldn't mine Ethereum, though. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I would probably still never invest in it, you know. But it looks potentially interesting. That's literally one of the only crypto treasury companies I've seen that doesn't just have billions in debt to buy their crypto. I'm short on food, so I don't train. You could hit like cardio or something. And also, if you don't lift that, if you haven't ever lifted that much in your life, the first like year or two, you can get pretty far along just lifting without really like focusing on eating a bunch of food. What? Larry's biceps? What are you talking about? I rewatched that last live where he raged quit and haven't been able to get that man's biceps off my mind. They're growing as we speak. What the fuck, dude? Dude, are you guys... What the actual fuck, dude? What the actual fuck? Holy shit, you need to get off CSGO immediately, bro. That game is not good for you. Holy shit, that was funny. That was funny. A man can't admire another man's biceps in 26. Hey, Whatever makes you happy, bro. I just think it's funny. And very random. Extremely random. Extremely random. Said their dad put a slot machine in the home and took back his money from them. Reminded me of Ryan Cohen and the Power Pack slot machine. It's a good point. It's a good point. Maybe Ryan's showing us not to gamble. Although, you know, personally, I'd rather put $100 into Ultimate X than I would Power Packs. The potential gain is exceptionally higher, but it is what it is. Power Packs is still cool. I actually want to open a Power Pack soon. Sometime soon. I'd like to open more, but unfortunately, I'm a brokey. Adults only Animal Crossing? What? Animal Crossing Island creator. What? Animal Crossing's New Horizons Love Hotel is shut down. Days before the update, Dream address for the adult island was deleted by Nintendo. Apologize thank you for turning a blind eye for more than 5 years. To everyone who visited the island and all streamers who showcased in their videos, thank you. I've never heard of this, but I guess it got shut down. Can't have adults only Animal Crossings, I guess. Sophia Turner is going to play Lara Croft. I don't know who that is. Well, I know who Lara Croft is, but I don't know who Sophia Turner is. That does not look like Lara Croft, though. Bully online mode suddenly shut down months after launch. And they're making a live action God of War series, I guess. World's Smartest Pokedex. Wait, there's a video? The World's Smartest Pokedex, huh?
Percent.
Damn, he gives you a full breakdown of it. Maybe if we run out of stuff, we'll watch that. Maybe. Star Wars modders take Battlefield 3 into their own hands. I already saw that stuff yesterday. I don't know what you mean by that. Seeking Alpha GME. Oh yeah, there's one I haven't read yet either. I just keep forgetting about it. There might be two that I haven't read. I know for sure there's one I haven't read. Yeah, I never read this one. And this one's just like I'm sure they talk about multiple things in that one. This could be good. I wonder if I can make it look better for you guys. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. Real question is, do I make a stream clip? I deleted all the stream clips I've made so far. Part of me just doesn't feel like it's worth it. But I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do a stream clip. I don't think. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I should keep doing the stream clips? Or nah? Read this in the morning. Now it's, yeah, you can only read one Seeking Alpha article a day, and if you exit out of the web page, it'll count as you read it. You like the stream clips? I like them too, but it's just, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. They just stopped getting views, so I felt like there was no point in having them on the channel. Went to listen to the Burry post and it was gone. I still have the stream up, so you can still go to the stream. I just don't have the videos. I probably should have kept them up. I just didn't like them. I just don't like them because it's just, you know, it's just a stream clip. Like I kind of want to make like a separate video talking about this kind of stuff, but I don't know. I probably should have kept them up. Fuck it. I'll do a stream clip for this one. We'll see how it goes. Why not? Why not? I should have did one for the Buffett thing as well. I guess I could always just have the stream clip and then make like an intro to it. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Because that was my thing, is I just don't like just the stream clip. So maybe if I actually like make an intro to the video and then have the stream clip later on in the video, because most people don't even watch the whole video. Most people watch the first like a minute or two, if that. So I think that'll be, we'll try that. But all right, let's get this. Make a little playlist, show the saga over time, but all up to you, man. I don't know how much about YouTube algorithm. I mean, it's just if the video isn't getting suggested or anything, it just kind of, not many people watch playlists as well. Like I get some views on my playlists that I have up, but it's like, it's not that much. But I should just make videos because it's an easy way to promote the stream, even if the video only gets like 100 views. They usually get a couple thousand impressions, so like it is promoting the YouTube channel, even if people aren't watching it, you know. People are still seeing the thumbnail and they're still seeing my channel name, so there is like some benefit to it. But I don't know, I just get caught up in the views sometimes, you know? Like, even on the stream, like, the stream lately, how it's been getting, like, no views, it kind of sucks, I won't lie. So, you know, that's also part of it, as someone who's been doing this forever and has gotten videos that have gotten, like, thousands of views, tens of thousands of views. It's hard to make videos that only get, like, 100 views and be, like, satisfied with it. But I don't know. I just need to. And also, like, I don't necessarily enjoy making these videos, you know. It takes time to go and upload these stream clips, and I don't necessarily enjoy it. So it's like, that's a big part of it. If I actually enjoyed it, that would be different, you know. I enjoy the stream. Streaming's awesome because I don't really have to do anything. I just start the stream and the people come, which is great. But yeah, so I don't know. We'll try it again. we'll try it again. I do kind of regret deleting the videos I deleted, but at the same time, they weren't getting views, so it doesn't really matter. And I still have the streams, so like I can always go revisit the streams if I ever like personally want to watch them. But yeah. All right. Let's get into this. GameStop, a cash-rich holding company and a new kind of growth investment. Summary: I rate GameStop a strong buy, anchored by $8.8 billion liquidity, minimal net leverage, and a fortress balance sheet. GME's upside is driven by a transformative M&A mandate incentivized by CEO Cohen's performance-based award tied to multi-billion EBITDA and market cap hurdles. Current valuation sets a liquidation floor near $11.57 a share, with long-term targets above $32, contingent on high ROIC capital deployment. Convertible arbitrage and warrant overhang create structural resistance, while operational decay or investment losses could force repricing towards NAV. I rate GameStop stock a strong buy based on a strong balance sheet comprising $8.8 billion in liquidity and minimal net leverage when factoring in cash yield, again zero coupon convertible debt. Although GameStop's legacy retail business is facing decline, as observable in the 4.6% year-over-year revenue drop in Q3 fiscal year 2025, the aggressive cost rationalization, SG&A down 21.5% year-over-year, has stabilized profitability. The primary risk for my GameStop buy thesis is capital misallocation and stagnation. However, there's a newly agreed 100% performance-based compensation plan for CEO Ryan Cohen that incentivizes aggressive non-dilutive growth, subject to GameStop's stockholder approval in March-April 2026. This plan is creating a floor based on book value and a ceiling defined only by progressive capital deployment. The EBITDA impossibility and the M&A mandate. The forward factor on GameStop's long-term stock price upside is the EBITDA impossibility integrated in CEO Ryan Cohen's January 2026 Performance Award. This is a signal of an inevitable massive inorganic transformation that Wall Street is not yet priced in, as the GME stock price didn't react much to the news. For more clarity, I analyzed the specific tranches of the compensation package released as per 8K. The award vests only if GameStop ticks a market cap of $20 billion in tranche 1, scaling up to $100 billion. This tranche is paired with a cumulative performance EBITDA hurdle starting at $2 billion and up to $10 billion. As of Q3, ended November 1st, 2025, GameStop's legacy retail business generated an operating income of $41.3 million, even annualized and adjusted for holiday seasonality. The organic retail business drives structurally capped EBITDA. This EBITDA alone, even under the most optimistic turnaround scenarios, mathematically cannot mark the $2 billion to $10 billion cumulative EBITDA targets within a reasonable time frame. The legacy business is shrinking, and revenue down to $821 million in Q3 from $860 million in Q3 fiscal year 24, and efficiency gains from divesting European and Canadian operations can only stabilize cash flow. These moves do not drive the exponential growth required under the new compensation hurdles. Therefore, this compensation structure is not a reward for retail optimization. It is a tactic declaration of a pending major acquisition/transformation into a diversified holding company. What's important here is that the $8.8 billion liquidity pile as of Q3, in my opinion, GameStop is currently seems like a special purpose acquisition company with a profitable retail stub covering its overhead. The zero coupon label of the convertible notes due 2030 and 2032 means GameStop has a negative cost of debt. GameStop pays 0% interest on $4.2 billion of debt and is earning a yield on its cash holdings. Moreover, this creates a negative carry loop as GameStop's non-operating income creates a rising floor for the stock price. The only way for Cohen to have his 171 million share option grant is to deploy that massive 8.8 billion cash chest to acquire a cash flowing asset that bridges the gap between the current 100 to 200 million annual run rate EBITDA and the multi-billion dollar EBITDA targets. Wall Street is currently pricing GME based on retail multiples and loose turnaround sentiment, in my opinion. The market is not pricing in GME as a capitalized investment with a mandate to acquire 10 billion in EBITDA value to hold on an executive compensation. Moving forward, once the first major capital deployment is announced, it can shift the value metric from price to sales of a dying retailer to price to book of a growth holding company. Logically, with this shift, GME stock can be re-rated aggressively toward the $32 warrant exercise price and beyond base the mechanical requirement of the CEO's vesting schedule. GameStop stock valuation indicates a target above $32 warrant strike price. For valuing GameStop stock, I am using a sum of the parts adjusted NAV instead of a DCF, as its retail operations have negligible terminal value. The first factor is the liquidity floor. GameStop holds $8.8 billion in cash and liquid securities. The second one is digital assets of $432 million, $519 million in Bitcoin. What? Don't they have more cash than this? Just saying, I'm pretty sure it's over $9 billion, so I don't know if this guy fully, maybe he wrote this a while ago, but I don't know if this guy has the full story here. With a negative 16.83% drop in the Bitcoin price as of now, for debt deduction, the total face value of convertible senior notes is $4.2 billion. As these are zero coupon, the present value burden is lower, but I deduct the face value to be the conservative side. Therefore, the net liquid value is 8.8 billion cash plus 0.432 billion Bitcoin minus 4.2 billion in debt, 5.032 billion. Yeah, that's the stockholder equity, but the stockholder equity is like 5.3 billion, so he's completely ignoring the inventory, the marketable securities. Like, there's a few things he's leaving out here, but anyway, we'll keep it going. Moreover, the legacy retail value, the retail business generated $144.3 million in adjusted operating income year to date as of Q3, annualizing conservatively to $180 million and applying a distressed retailer forward multiple of 5x, half of the sector median 10.8x, EBITDA yields $0.9 billion. Hence, GameStop's total equity value is $5.032 billion plus $0.9 billion equals $5.932 billion. With 512.9 million shares outstanding, the liquidation floor is 11.57 per share. However, in my opinion, GameStop's upside valuation is derived from progressive capital deployment. If the $8.8 billion is deployed at a 10% ROIC, it adds $880 million in annual earnings. I'm applying an 18.3x P non-GAAP multiple to the possible earnings. This creates an incremental value of $880 million divided by 512.9 million shares times 18.3x, 31.4 per share. So the long-term target can be 1157 base plus 31.4 deployment, 43 per share over the $32 warrant strike price, and in line with the 1.618 Fibonacci extension of the current consolidation range at $42. Interesting. I've never seen someone give such a high price target for GameStop. Kind of interesting. Convertible arbitrage ceiling. The problem for GameStop stock that can bring its price down / capping it continuously over the long term is the convertible arbitrage and warrant overhang mechanism. This factor creates a structural resistance that emerges from the interplay between the 2025 warrant distribution and the convertible note indentures. GameStop has $4.2 billion in convertible notes outstanding and recently distributed warrants exercisable at $32. The GameStop bull case depends on capital deployment, and the bear case relies on the liquidity mechanics of these instruments. The convertible notes are zero coupon, and institutional holders are not holding them for yield, but for volatility. To hedge these positions, convertible note holders often short the underlying common stock, in my opinion. As the stock price rises, delta of these short positions increase and can force them to short more stock to maintain a market-neutral hedge. This creates a systemic selling pressure on every upside rally. Yep, I completely agree with that. I think the only reason the stock's down is because of the warrants and the bonds. And, overall negativity on the stock as well, but to me, the main reason is the bonds. Further, the warrants distributed in October 2025 are a massive supply wall. If the stock price approaches $32 exercise price, Wall Street expects the dilution of millions of new shares entering the float. Smart/institutional money will front-run this dilution by selling/shorting as the price nears $32. This creates a gamma trap as the stock struggles to break out because of the capital structure itself. The warrants in the convertible hedging activity absorb buying pressure. Moreover, the treasury strategy has a downside risk correlation. By holding massive bitcoins and marketables, GameStop's equity beta is decoupling from the retail base and recoupling with macro asset type volatility. If the crypto market corrects/yield curves shift adversely, GameStop must mark to market these losses, as seen in the 9.2 million unrealized loss in Q3. There can be a bigger unrealized loss considering the Bitcoin price movement in Q4. If the core retail business continues to erode, why do they think that just because revenue's down that the retail business is eroding? I don't understand that. I don't get that at all. Like, the retail business is doing better than it ever has with stores being closed. So I don't understand why people think the retail business is like a nothing. Doesn't make sense. The retail business is going to be pulling in hundreds of millions of dollars, potentially like $1 billion or $2 billion in the future. So I just don't get it. But as seen in the revenue, year-over-year revenue drop and misses, and the investment portfolio suffers a drawdown, the NAV floor can collapse. This double negative loop will force up repricing toward the pure liquidation value of the inventory and remaining cash. It can drive the stock towards single digits. That's a bold claim. That's a bold claim. I agree that it could go to the stockholder equity. You could see it trade down to $12 to $13, but single digits? That would be something to see. That would be something to see. GameStop's stock pre-Q4 and post-Q4 earnings alpha protocol. GameStop's Q3 had a divergence that is operational profitability versus revenue contraction. Q4, due to the holidays, is the highest retail volume quarter, historically in general. However, the Q3 hardware sales decline, minus 12% year over year, and software decline, minus 27%, indicate the current console cycle is maturing and creating headwinds. What? I don't agree with that. I think a big part of these being down is all the store closures. I don't agree with that at all. It is apparent that hardware and software sales are declining, but I would say a big part of it is because of stores being closed. For pre-Q4, in my opinion, there can be a revenue miss against street expectations due to the divestiture of Canadian/European operations and the lack of new major console hardware catalysts in late 2025. However, the bottom line can still beat expectations due to the interest income from the $8.8 billion cash pile. Bulls can buy now instead of chasing pre-earnings rallies under high implied volatility, and to defend against a sell the news reaction to revenue declines. What? I don't know if I understand that really. Gaming industry growth is set to increase, ending post-pandemic slowdown. That's kind of an interesting little chart there. For post Q4, ignore net sales headline number. Focus should be entirely on net interest income and cash from operations. If GameStop drives positive free cash flow for the year and the cash balance increases quarter over quarter, this solvency thesis will be confirmed. If GameStop burns cash despite the massive interest income, or if it announces a capital deployment into a high-risk sector without clear synergy, then I will change my rating. If GME stock drops post-earnings due to a revenue miss, bulls can buy more near the NAV floor, 11.6, as the thesis relies on the cash pile and not on the video game sales. That's interesting. That's interesting. The cash is, cash is a big part of it, but man, why are people like shutting down the video game part of it, or the stores in general? It's not just video games. You got Pokemon cards, you got a lot of cards. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's crazy. That's crazy. To say the not video game sales, bro. It's not just this company that has a bunch of cash and makes a bunch of money on cash. The stores are profitable now as well. Maybe not the foreign stores, Europe and Australia aren't doing that great, but the US is crushing. So I don't know. That's crazy. That's crazy. All in all, GameStop has engineered a financial fortress that renders bankruptcy impossible in the midterm. Bankruptcy seems impossible in the long term, if you really think about it. Unless you think Ryan Cohen's a doofus. Do you think Ryan Cohen's a doofus? It is now a capitalized holding company, in my opinion, and the GME stock price is providing an entry point near its liquidation value, with upside depending on Ryan Cohen's capital allocation. For the long term, I will monitor the investment income line items, and they must exceed operational losses to maintain my strong buy thesis. I will also watch for 13F 8K announcements regarding the deployment of the $8.8 billion cash. That is the main catalyst for the next leg up. Once the market cap ticks the 20 billion investing hurdle, I will reevaluate GameStop and the quality of the acquired assets. And this was written by Exerlurin Analytics, a trader, researcher, and analyst possessing experience spanning years in domains of stocks, transnational equities, global indexes, commodities, forex, interest securities, cryptocurrencies, ETFs, options, futures, and CFDs. Expertise encompasses fundamental analysis, technical analysis, quantitative analysis, portfolio management, investment/capital mapping, and programming. I said investital. I tried to put investment and capital into one word. Investital. That's not bad. That was a decent article. Even some of these like more bullish articles, I feel like people just don't have the full story. I really don't, man. I don't think people have the full story. I don't think people have the full story, bro. Let's see. I need a headline title on a t-shirt. Talk to me about the... Oh, what's up, unknown? I don't know about the yen carry trade. I don't talk about that. I see a lot of other people talking about it, but I don't put any value on that, so I don't research it. I don't talk about it. If you wanna educate me on the yen carry trade, go for it. But in my opinion, it's not relevant. People have been talking about the yen carry trade for over a year now, and where's the relevance? Please point me to the relevance. Enlighten me. I would love to know why that's relevant. I kept asking for Lambo season after the CO compensation plan was announced. My bad. Oh, you're good, bro. You're good. You're good, bro. You're good. Hope you're doing good, Unknown. I hope you're doing good. Still waiting on Form 4s on the buy side. You got like 2 or 3 more months before you see that. Cash is a shitty asset, not a direct quote. I mean, very debatable. Very debatable. Cash is the #1 asset, in my opinion. And Buffett likes cash as well. Cash is only a shitty asset until the market crashes and everyone's crying. Everyone has that opinion that cash is trash until their assets are going in the shitter. Then they pray that they had cash. I think it's the name GameStop. People think it's games. Yeah. Something. White and Case article? I don't know what that is. Best article I've seen for GME. It's been almost 2 years of holding. I don't think that's the best article. There's been better articles than that. That one wasn't that great. He left out a lot. A lot to be desired from that article. White and Case GameStop. Oh, this is the people that advise them on the compensation thing. Why is this important? Why is this important? Look at the people in the article. What about them? I don't. Oh. I don't know these people. Oh, merger and acquisitions. Gotcha. I mean, merger and acquisitions are cool if they buy the right things. Mergers and acquisitions can be bad. We'll see, though. We'll see. Looks like mergers and acquisitions are at an all-time high this year, though. Oh, the volume's low. What the hell? That doesn't really make any sense. All-time high merger and acquisitions throughout the years. This is kind of a cool little thing. We need Cory to write the best article. I don't know if I'd be that good at writing an article. I don't know. Because of their previous jobs. For me chilling on the other side of the ocean without any GameStops, I like to see details like that. That's fair. TMT? I don't know what that is. Top bidders, USA. Top targets. Kind of interesting. I just hope they buy something good. You know? Hopefully they don't waste all this money on something. I just hope they buy something good. Hey, much love, Jason. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate that. I hope you're doing good. I hope you had a good holidays. Hope you had a good holidays. Interested. So I was out of the space. Damn, you've been in since 21? Damn. I feel like a majority of the people who are like still in this stock are from 2021. I don't know many people that have bought when I bought. I really don't. Seems like most of the people are from 2021. Like, is there anyone in here who bought in 24 and are still holding? Because I'm pretty sure like a majority of people are a majority of the real GameStop investors are from 2021. I think 2024 attracted a lot of traders, and you know, traders don't usually stick with investments. First investment in the stock market, really interesting. I bought from 2024 to now every week. Oh, nice. That's chill. What's up, Sam Grady? I don't think I've seen that name in here before. Wondered if GME has an opportunity to create arenas for streamer communities to compete with one another, like rec leagues for gamers in their chats. Oh, that'd be kind of interesting, huh? That would be kind of interesting. I think they had that old thing. Is like the 20. I don't know if I'd even be able to find it. GameStop roadmap. There used to be this thing back in 2020-ish, maybe, where they had a bunch of like potential things they wanted to do in the future, and that was like an esports basically just a room with a bunch of computers where you could compete against people, and like they could do tournaments and stuff like that. So I don't know I don't know where I would find that article, but they have made mention of that in the past. Collectors Exchange? I don't think that's real. I've seen that, but I don't think that's real. If it is, you know, we'll find out when it actually gets announced, but I'm not going to look up something that can't even be verified whether it's real or not. I'm not going to look up a scam, a potential scam. When GameStop announces that they actually own that, I'll look it up. But yeah, I'm not going to look up a scam. Could become the go-to retailer for streamer merch. Oh, that'd be kind of interesting. That'd be kind of interesting. I don't know, though. I think finding another product similar to like video games and cards would be more interesting. Something that has secondary market value. So maybe like Hot Wheels or something. That'd be kind of cool. Something like that. I'd like to see GameStop like selling things that have actual value in case they, ever get stuck with them. Like if Pokemon randomly loses its hype and GameStop gets stuck with a bunch of Pokemon product, like that's not that big of a deal, Pokemon will probably make a bounce back eventually. But if you had a bunch of streamers product and nobody wanted it, it has no value. So I don't know if I think they should stick with quality inventory. Quality inventory is more important. Is there anything else I should look up on this? White and case. Perspective 2024. What is this? Reimagined annual review from White and Case with its newly shortened format. We hope to give you high-level view on the work we've done on behalf of our clients and the key themes shaping the global markets. This could be interesting to read, maybe. Acquisition of PSA. PSA is a multi-billion-dollar company. I don't think they're gonna spend all their money on one acquisition, but maybe. Doesn't seem likely. I feel like they would do a bunch of smaller acquisitions, few $100 million here, few $100 million there. Yeah, I just don't feel like you would get a good deal on something like PSA, but if they could find a company that they think they could make a turnaround on, maybe like Funko or something, I don't know. I feel like that would be better. Because maybe you'd actually be able to get a good price on buying the business. If you're buying already a multi-billion-dollar profitable business, you're probably not getting a good deal on it. So I don't know. I don't know about that. And Volition Capital, I don't. What's the idea there? I don't really get the idea there. GameStop needs to invest in things that can produce hundreds of millions of dollars, if not billions. I don't know much about Volition Capital, but I really doubt they're pulling in hundreds of millions. Really doubt it. I'm happy with synergistic move in the collectible space. Video games are just the largest entertainment market sector, so finding ways to tap into the future of where the major value is. The connection to US Mobile, I feel like that could earn a lot. Nah, I don't know about, I've heard of that, but very debatable. If I can't see a financial report, financial statement and verify for myself, I just can't put any value on that. I just can't. They came out with the Buck the Bunny game. I just wonder if they could partner with or acquire game devs for tailor-made games that allow streamers to engage with their communities. They could partner with or acquire game devs. Yeah, but most game developers, most game studios lose money. So, like, what's the point of acquiring something that loses a bunch of money? Like, I get what you're saying, but I just don't know. like I would say most game studios lose money. I don't know enough, but I'm pretty sure most of them lose money unless they have a major, blowout game like Split Fiction or Expedition 33 or Arc Raiders or something like that. And potentially maybe even those studios lose money. I don't know, but just doesn't. I just feel like you want a real business. The Buck the Bunny game was cool though. Do they still sell that? I wonder if that game sold out. Buck the Bunny. It's still on their store. I was hoping that would sell out. Then it would have been more like a collector thing. But they still sell that. I don't know. What's like a real investment they could do? What's something they could actually buy that they could turn around and make money on? Because I don't know if buying a game studio is it. PSA seems too big. Volition, I don't know why you would merge with a investment company when that's potentially what GameStop's going to become, as an investment company. So like, why would an investment company merge with an investment company? I don't know. That seems maybe. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. I see him buying like a real business that they could potentially turn around. That's the only thing I see. Let's see. So, throughout 2024, our focus remained on delivering exceptional results for our clients, helping them seize opportunities, navigate complexities, and achieve major business wins. Whether advising on Jersey Mike's sale to Blackstone, helping Calpine finance one of the largest battery storage systems in the US, or defending the government of Georgia against a $1.5 billion arbitration claim, we were at our client's side through transformative deals, disputes, and regulatory challenges. Thanks to the trust our clients place in us, we reached significant milestones as a firm, including surpassing US $3 billion in revenue for the first time. My only question is where did this even come from? Where did White and Case come from? Is that actually who advised GameStop? Like, is that in the report? Because I don't remember reading about that. I've seen it on Reddit, but I don't remember reading about this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think this White and Case thing has anything to do with this, from what I remember. If it's in a filing or something, I'll agree, but I don't remember even reading about this. It says nothing about White and Case. I don't even know where this came from. Where is it? White. I don't think that's real. I think that's some made up Reddit shit. Straight up. If you guys can find the actual filing where it says that, I'll change my mind, but I'm pretty sure that's just some Reddit shit. Unless it's in this. Yeah, I think that's some Reddit shit, bro. I don't know. Let me know where I can find, or where you can actually verify that, but I think this White and Case thing is some Reddit nonsense that's not even real. because it should be in one of these 8Ks or the press release, and I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I think that's just some Reddit nonsense. I mean, I see this, but shouldn't it be in the press release of, or shouldn't it be in their filing? Yeah, I don't know. It's not in the filing, so I guess you just have to take this website's word for it. I guess you just got to take these guys' word for it. But it's pretty interesting that they didn't put it in the filing. You would think they would put it in the filing. I would think they would put it in the filing, but I guess not. I guess not. I guess we'll just have to take their word for it. Okay. I forgot that was an actual article that I opened up on their website. So I guess there's actually some legit information there. But I guess it should be in the proxy statement whenever they release it. Maybe. Potentially. I don't know. We'll find out, I suppose. Fucking Reddit. I mean, they have it on their website, so I guess I'll just take their word for it. Think GME will bid? I thought the card was already sold. Well, that's old news. That's old news. Yeah, should we call White in case? Yo, what's up with this GameStop thing? What up with that GameStop thing, though? I ain't calling White in case. It'd be funny. It'd be funny, but I don't think I want to. I wonder if you could send them I wonder if they would give you more info, though. Because they have, they have this little thing down here. It says, for more information, speak to your local media contact. So, like, I mean, these are all New York and London, though. Paris. So maybe you could email them. Be like, hey, yo. Can you give me more information on this? But I'm sure we'll get more information eventually anyway. I'm patient. I can wait. I can wait. It's this one. Same thing. Oh, these guys did the warrants too, though. These guys are the same people who did the warrants as well. Did they do the bonds? I don't think this is who did the bonds. I think Major Bank did the bonds. Yeah, they did the warrants. They did the notes too. They did the senior notes as well. I think it's the big banks that issued the notes, but yeah, White and Case is advised GameStop on all of these things. I don't remember anyone ever talking about this when the notes and the warrants got released. I don't remember anyone ever talking about that. That's kind of cool. Mr. White or Mr. Case in office. Make for a great interview. I just don't think they would tell you anything. I really don't. Effort in getting interviews is going. Larry, I don't know Larry's email. I tried to find his email, but I can't find it. And I don't think he would respond. I can't message him on Twitter either. Because my account's not verified. So I don't know how I'd get in contact with him. If you can help me find Larry Chang's email, that would be goated. But I can't find it. Oh yeah, I forgot I was gonna name the stream something else. I forgot about that shit. In Soviet Russia, Larry Chang find you. Larry Chang find you. Red Dead 2 players almost solved a puzzle hidden for 7 years. Wow. Oh, that's that spider web thing. That could be kind of an interesting video to make. Or not a video. Interesting article to read. Rip. Not much news on the day. I do want to look at some charts. Some charts. I think the Russell hit another new all-time high today. Bank stocks rallied today. All right. Let's pull up some charts. Charts. GameStop has 4,400 open jobs on LinkedIn. God damn. I mean, a lot of them are probably for closed stores, though. They probably just haven't updated it. Because there's still job listings for the GameStop near me that closed. So they probably just haven't took them down. Streamers just have high engagement, reason ad revenue so high. Precisely. Seems like finding a way to tap into the customer across makes sense. Yeah, but streamers' products have no value. That's the whole point. I get what you're saying, but like streamers can lose value in the snap of a finger, and their products are worthless. You need to have inventory that actually has value in the case of downside. So I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but to buy a bunch of streamer product to sell it, I don't understand that, because that just doesn't seem like a good idea. From my perspective, I just don't see it. I just don't see how it could be a good idea. Sure, you know, it would be great if in a perfect world where, you know, it works out. That's great, but what happens when people stop buying stuff? Stops throwing money so politely. There's a better word, but what if people start to become more tight with their money, and then you're stuck with all this trash streamer product that's worthless? Like, I just don't know how valuable that is. Whereas if you get stuck with Pokemon or stuck with crypto, you know, stuck with collectibles, I think the inventory still has value. But I don't know. You almost hit all-time highs on the S&P today, but it rejected. Same, well, not the NASDAQ. Microsoft's selling off quite a bit. Kind of interesting. And the Russell just keeps hitting new highs. You actually hit a new high on XRT today, which is pretty interesting. Hit another high, well, not a new high, but another high on XLP. Another high on XLB. Well, almost another high on XLB. New all-time highs on XLI. Crazy, man, crazy. Market is pretty interesting right now. Seeing the rotation in real time. And then GameStop just doesn't move, but that's fine. It's all good. We'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes. We got 15 minutes left. What do we do for 15 more minutes? There's just not enough news or anything right now. Provide the streamer a game to engage their audience. We're trying to I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Bitcoin, collectors, items, sports cards, Pokemon have all mostly only gone up over time as investments. Yeah, that's why it's good inventory. It's good items to sell, because if you ever get stuck with it, it still has value. Like, that's, that's the whole point I'm trying to make. Is there probably is going to become a time 5-10 years from now, who knows, where it's going to be harder to sell stuff, potentially. And if I was a business, I'd rather be stuck with product that actually has value that I can still sell than be stuck with a product that is worthless. That's all I'm trying to say. So if they can find something, that has another item that has value to sell and that will continue to have value or even grow in value, see, that's interesting. But just buying something just to sell it, I just don't know. They already have a lot. They have a lot of items like that already in some ways. What is this? Return to Silent Hill. I saw that. I didn't think it was real. Whatnot style of selling. Inventory as opposed to their own. Maybe. Maybe. It's kind of an interesting idea. Who's this? AGV? I can't say I've ever seen you in my stream before, but parlays are a terrible way to bet. I can say that for sure. If you hit a parlay, you just got lucky. There's no skill to parlays. I would say there's not much skill to gambling in general. Of course there is, but parlays, there's no skill to parlays. I'm sorry. Sorry to say. Statistically, the worst thing to bet on. Let's see. Cineverse and GameStop invite fans to return to Silent Hill with innovative partnership featuring mysterious messages, exclusive rewards, in-store media, and more. Cineverse and GameStop invite fans. Wait. Is this real? Two companies are collaborating on an immersive marketing campaign for the new film based on visionary video game Silent Hill 2. Since January 7th, fans who visit a participating GameStop can access a mysterious digital message from Silent Hill that could lead game lovers to exclusive promotional items and perks while supplies last. Participating locations were strategically selected near theaters screening the films, creating a seamless 360-degree experience that connects the in-store activation directly to the theatrical release, making it easy and rewarding for fans of the Silent Hill films to engage across multiple channels. Exclusive partnership builds on Cineverse's fan-first activation strategy. GameStop is an inimitable leader in gaming retail, and we're thrilled to join forces to serve fans where they shop. This is a dream collaboration on many levels, and we're excited that fans can now hear what is calling them from Silent Hill. GameStop.com/Silent Hill Locator. So wait, Cineverse is an actual... Whoa, Cineverse is on the market? Let's see. CNVS. Cineverse Corp. See, like, this is something GameStop would buy. 39 million market cap. Like, this is, you know, spend like 10, 20 mil on this shit. Like, this is something GameStop would buy, potentially. You know, debatably. Very debatable, of course. But, like, a small company like this, I would expect this more than what most of the suggestions I see. Most of the suggestions I see kind of wouldn't make sense because they're way too big of businesses. But this is a tiny business. CNVS. Obviously, you know, personally, I'd rather see closer to you know, 500 million market cap type business. That's what I'd want to see, but this is profitable. They made 3.7 million profit last year, but they lost 21 million the year before. They actually brought in 17 million from operating activities. Like, this is kind of interesting. Doesn't seem like it has much debt. They paid off their line of credit, potentially. See, like, something like this seems more realistic for GameStop to acquire than, like I said, what I see a lot of people say. Like, something like this is kind of interesting. Even has stockholder equity, 38 million, and the stock's trading at the stockholder equity. Kind of interesting. Kind of interesting. Seems like too small of a company to make a trade or anything on, but that looks interesting. And I think it's at the lowest price it's been at. No, it's been lower before. Huh. Yeah, this looks interesting. I wonder... in-store events. Okay, so they even had the in-store event on their website. I just never saw it. They have a video for it, it looks like. Music! No music! See, I could see GameStop acquiring this Cineverse thing. I don't know about you guys. Just based off of my little bit of research. Wait, I don't think you can watch movie trailers on YouTube. Well, that looks sick. Yeah, just based off of the fundamentals, like, this looks interesting as an acquisition. But nobody ever and see, it's already losing a bunch of money this year. So, like, this is something GameStop could pick up for super cheap. And if, you know, they understand how to turn it around, they could turn this bitch around. Potentially, you know, I don't know. It's just something like this seems a lot more realistic than what other people say for as far as acquisitions go. Next generation entertainment studio that empowers creators, entertains fans with wide breadth of content through the power of technology. It's developed a new blueprint for delivering entertainment experiences to passionate audiences and results for its partners with unprecedented efficiency It distributes more than 71,000 premium films, series, and podcasts. Cineverse connects fans with bold, authentic, independent stories. Properties include the highest grossing unrated film in U.S. history, dozens of streaming fandom channels, a premier podcast network, top horror destination, Bloody Disgusting, and more. Powering visionary storytelling with cutting-edge innovation, Cineverse's proprietary streaming tools and AI technology drive revenue and reach to redefine the next era of entertainment. See, like that sounds like something they would acquire. Like, am I crazy? Am I crazy? This seems like something they would acquire. A little, tens of millions company, just tiny little company. Turn it into something big. I don't know. I don't know. COVID streaming boom during the economic downturn. Yeah, COVID's never going to happen again. You're never going to see a COVID event ever happen in your lifetime ever again. So to even like, you're never going to see something like COVID ever again. Never ever in your life. When aliens, invade, maybe, but you're never going to see a COVID type event ever again. I don't think. Video games as a product has value precisely because they're damn cheap. Games cost the same or less now than they did 30 years ago. Yeah, for sure. Games do have, look at a lot of the retro games. A lot of the retro games are very high priced. See what AMC talk was happening. You got to subscribe to the games now, stealing your money monthly. That would be kind of interesting if GameStop made their own subscription thing to play games. That'd be kind of interesting, I feel like. I don't know how they would pull it off, but could be interesting. Have a GameStop Game Pass or something like that. Kind of like what Switch has in Microsoft or Xbox. Price of graphics cards, memory going up, the cost of PC games, gaming's going up, consoles or the Steam machine might benefit. I think so too. I think like more retro type games and consoles could make a comeback one day. As people's computers get older and maybe they don't want to buy what used to be a $2,000-$3,000 computer is potentially $5,000-$7,000 now. Like in the future, I don't see myself buying another computer personally. I really don't. Like once my computer's done for, I just don't see it. I don't even know if it would be worth it. Gaming will be over the cloud in the future. Can they buy private companies? Maybe. It's a good question. Probably. I would imagine so. Berkshire buys private companies. Cloud's the real deep value. Sam Grady on to something. I wonder what's beyond the clouds. Got a lot of ad space to sell you. Hey, much love, Sam Grady. Hey, appreciate you being here, bro. Appreciate you being here, Sam Grady. Appreciate you. It's very rare we get new people that actually stick around and, talk in the chat. So I appreciate you, bro. Same with you, Jason. Thanks for being here and typing in the chat. Like I said, pretty rare we get new people in here that actually type in the chat. Usually people come in here, say something weird, and then they leave. So it's nice having some people stick around and typing in, bringing some conversation here. Market closes in like 2 minutes. Ryan Cohen likes cheap deals. Yeah, and it's a cheap deal that, maybe they could grow the business. Who knows? Maybe you could turn it from a $30 million business to a couple hundred million. Like, it seems very interesting for sure. And it, like it said in the description, it's not just like movies and stuff. They got like podcasts. It's a bunch of stuff. So it could kind of go with what you're saying, Sam Grady, in a way. Value investing approach to streamers seems cool. Partners with them on the cheap with their reputations take a hit. Dr. Disrespect and his 4 mil subscribers might be cheap. Well, what if you just buy like a company like Cineverse and they already have partnerships with a bunch of streamers? Then you don't really necessarily have to target specific YouTubers / streamers. You have a whole company that manages those people. COVID's definitely once a century, but during the next economic downturn, people turn into gaming as cheap entertainment. That's fair. But, you know, when's the next economic downturn going to be? That's highly debatable. That's highly debatable. Damn, GameStop closed at 21:38 today. Oh yeah, the bell. The bell. Where's my soundboard, bro? Where's my soundboard? I gotta have the bell ready. The bell! The bell! There we go. Got it. Just in time. Just in time. I'm gonna get a soundboard one of these days. How much are they? Soundboard. I want to get a soundboard. Oh wait, I could just probably get an app. What's this? Oh, this is just like a website. Ring bell. No results. This is why having my own soundboard would be cool. Because I could have my own sounds, not just some random website that has a bunch of sounds. But yeah, the original content to download multimedia. I ain't clicking that. Something tells me this Cineverse thing is interesting. I don't know. Looking at their balance sheet and stuff, something tells me that's like... Something tells me something's going on there. We'll see. We'll see. Aaron! Aaron! What's up, Aaron? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. Converse merger? What? What are you talking about? Converse? What are you talking about? Oh, I was late to the ding. I was behind in the chat. Nah, you're a good dude, Jason. Appreciate you being here, bro. Who's this? Aisenyaki. I've never seen that name here. Senanyaki. What's up, Senyaki? Hope you're doing good. PC gaming will end and the Steam machine will take over. I have a feeling that will be very dominant. Yeah, I don't think Steam's going anywhere for sure. I don't think Steam's going anywhere. Cineverse is cheap, yeah. It's cheap and it's interesting. You know, it's very... I mean, they made money last year. They made $3 million last year. So if like a strong business mind like Ryan Cohen thinks he could... Whoa, Max Holloway's fighting? That's kind of cool. The past like few UFC fights I've only seen them because of ads, so I guess ads are good in some way. I guess I didn't know Max Holloway was fighting again. Jared, what's up, Jared? How you doing, bro? How you doing, Jared? I hope you're doing good. What did I miss? Oh, we were just talking about this like collaboration that GameStop's doing with Cineverse for the Silent Hill 2 movie that came out or whatever it is. And I was just looking at their balance sheet because they were a public company. And I don't know. A lot of people have just been talking about like mergers and acquisitions. And a small company like Cineverse, I could see GameStop potentially acquiring it, maybe. It seemed interesting. So we were just talking about it, you know, whether it's real or not. That's highly up for debate, but that's like the first time, you know, I've seen something. And well, besides Funko's kind of an interesting acquisition as well in some cases, in some ways. But that's, you know, the Cineverse one is kind of interesting. Like a lot of people's, you know, speculation on mergers and acquisitions are always these multi-billion-dollar. Like I see Alibaba a lot lately for some reason. For some reason, a bunch of people think GameStop's gonna merge with Alibaba or some shit like that, and it's like, bro, Alibaba is like a multi-hundred-billion-dollar company. GameStop can't even lick Alibaba's boots, bro. Like if we're if we're being realistic, they can't even lace up Alibaba's boots. So I don't know. That's a weird tinfoil to have, but it's like, you know, Funko, Cineverse, those are small companies that would make sense to acquire in some fashion. Think Gabe Newell will get off his super yacht and sell some physical copies of Steam games? Oh, I don't know. Probably not. I think, you know, that's a very interesting part of the GameStop investment is it's probably going to be one of the only like public companies that will continue to sell physical games. I don't think you'll ever see any other public company get into that space. Well, I mean, you know, Walmart and stuff like that, they sell new physical games, but there's no companies out there or no public companies out there selling used games and like taking in trade-ins for them and stuff like that. So that is definitely a unique aspect of GameStop that I don't think we'll ever see another company try to copy, especially with all the negativity around it. You know, there's so much negativity around physical media and GameStop's like trade-ins and stuff like that. I don't think you'll ever see another company copy it. I really don't. Sugar Sean's fighting? Say it ain't so. I don't think I would bet on it. But that's fucking sick. Yeah, he's fighting Song Yadong. What are the odds on that? I mean, Song Yadong's probably the favorite, I would imagine. If Suga's the favorite, that's crazy. You'd probably bet against Suga. Straight up. But I wouldn't bet on that. Why is Sean O'Malley the favorite? That doesn't make any sense. They're not, I wouldn't bet. Even though I think Song Yadong will whoop Sean O'Malley's ass, I wouldn't bet on this for a plus 164. I don't. That's not enough for me. That's too risky of a bet. They're too like evenly matched, I feel like. Yeah, Pimblett's gonna choke Justin Gaethje out the first like round or two, so that's not a fair fight either. That's not fair. That's not fair. When is that fight? I'm gonna watch Suga. When is this? January 24th? Hell yeah. I might be able to watch that. Oh, Rose is fighting too? Rose is sick. I like Rose. Gene Silva is kind of a badass. But that's going to be a good fight. Arnold Allen versus Gene Silva. Both of those guys are badass. Umar's going to choke out Figueiredo like it's nothing, I'm sure. I don't think Figueiredo has any chance in that fight. I don't know the rest of these people. I don't know the rest of those people. That's cool, though. Good old sugar. Good old sugar. RC, yeah, I know Ryan Cohen's invested in Alibaba, but that doesn't mean anything. GameStop and Ryan Cohen are two separate entities. His yacht company to open up Steam stores on yachts and sell gamers. Wait, what? Buying some private card seller in China through power packs. Card market in China is crazy. I mean, that could be interesting, but I don't think it'll have anything to do with Alibaba. And from my perspective, it doesn't seem like GameStop wants to invest in like foreign business. It seems like they're trying to be a US only company potentially. So I don't know. I just don't see that. I get it's big business in other countries, but from my perspective, it seems like GameStop's trying to be a US only company. Cloud real estate? What do you mean by that? Cloud real estate? I don't know what you mean by that. Love to get your honest take on Beyond. I don't like Beyond, bro. I never have. Even when it was trading. I mean, it was more interesting when it was trading below $1, of course. But I've never liked Beyond. I've never thought it was an interesting investment. You know, it doesn't mean you can't make money off of the trade. But I've never liked Beyond. I've always thought it was going to go bankrupt. And you know, maybe they can make a turnaround. I don't know. I don't follow the business enough to really have a relevant opinion on it, but I just have never liked it. I've never thought it was interesting. And, you know, since the past like year or two since I started researching the actual businesses instead of just a chart and just having an opinion on the company for no reason, I don't think their financials are interesting either. So, but obviously, you know, the market finds some interest in it based off of the early redemption of the senior notes and stuff like that. So I'm not saying it can't turn around or anything like that. And also, I don't even know enough or track it close enough to really have a relevant opinion, but yeah, I've just never liked it. I've never thought it was interesting. And like, just, you know, I just because a stock goes from 50 cents to $4, $3, like, that's not interesting to me. I don't find value in stock price movement. I find, especially now, I find value in taking a position at the right opportune time. And well, at this point, I value the business. And it doesn't seem like Beyond's a good business. Never has. I dislike fake meat just because. Take a second look. Looks bullish. Just announced a new line of protein shakes. I mean, what looks bullish about it, though? That's a very broad term. Like, they can't even file their fucking earnings on time. Like, that's not bullish. That's not bullish. Being down 192 million on the year so far. This is Q3. In Q3, you're already losing 192 million, and last year you were only losing 115 million in Q3. So the business isn't getting better in any form. There's no stockholder equity. No stockholder equity. Like where are they gonna make 800 million to start having positive stockholder equity? Like I don't see it. I don't see it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't see it. Like I said though, doesn't mean you can't make money off the trade. I mean, it went from obviously, well, this was a news event, them closing the senior notes early, so you went from 50 cents to $3.50. So I'm not saying you can't make money off the trade here, but as an investment, I would never invest in this. I would never invest in that. I wouldn't trade it either, honestly. If I'm just being honest, I wouldn't trade it either, but redefine meat. Maybe I'm just grasping at straws because I'm a bag holder, a low average cost. As long as they don't go bankrupt, I'll be fine. Yeah, that's highly up for debate. They definitely could. They definitely could. It's just as an investment, that's not an interesting business. It's not growing. It's actually declining. So it's hard to say. But, there's a difference between a trade and an investment, even though a lot of people like to try to put them in the same category. There's a huge difference between a trade and an investment. So, I would never trade Beyond. I would never invest in it. But it doesn't mean that it can't be an interesting trade or investment. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they'll do something extraordinary and it'll become a good investment. That's always possible, but yeah, I'm just not interested, and that's most investments, even good investments. It always comes back to I'd rather put more money in GameStop. So, my opinion's not the best, because even if I found something that was potentially good, it would still be like GameStop's better probably. So why would I invest in anything else besides GameStop? So, I'm a little biased when it comes to other businesses. But even, dropping, forget about GameStop. I just don't think Beyond's good. I never have, and probably never will, from the looks of it. Yeah, for sure, bro. Thanks for always coming in the stream and supporting the stream. I'm always down to answer questions when they come in. I'm always down. Especially to my OGs, Especially to my OGs. Really hope Ryan Cohen uses GME's balance sheet to open up nuclear power plants. What? What? If I didn't know you were a sober person, Muma, I would legit think you're like high all the time. I'm like, this guy just smokes weed and just like, they should open up some nuclear power plants, dude. That'd be sick, brother. Have you seen Larry Chang's biceps, dude? I'm trying to get fucking as jacked as Larry Chang, brother. I'm trying to get fucking jacked like Larry Chang, dude. Have you seen his biceps, man? Holy shit. Oh man, you laughed out. But nuclear powered yachts selling Steam games is the future. Oh my god. I think you're gonna fit in just fine, Sam Grady. I think you're gonna fit in just fine here, Sam Grady. Holy shit, that's funny. Holy shit, that's funny, bro. Sam Grady's gonna fit in just fine here. Oh man. Oh man, that was funny. Oh, JB Hunt got clapped. Down 4%. JB Hunt got clapped. I wonder what they reported. JB Hunt Investor Relations. Where's... No, I don't want to listen to their earnings call. I just want to see their earnings. Let's see what we got here. Fourth quarter revenue, $3.1 billion, down 2%. Operating income, $246.5 million, up 19%. So that seems good. Fourth quarter diluted EPS, 1.9 versus 1.53, up 24%. Full year revenue, $12 billion, down 1%. Full year operating income, $865.1, up 4%. And diluted EPS, 6.12 versus 5.56. I wonder why that dropped. Seems like they did really good. It seems like they did pretty good. I don't want to read all this. That just goes to show, you know, a stock can do really well on earnings and still sell off. Like, it's not just GameStop. It's every stock in the market. Sometimes the market overvalues stocks going into the earnings. And sometimes they undervalue stocks going into the earnings. Is what it is. Is what it is. Oops. Waft. This is up 2.28%. Not bad. It's all-time highs on that, isn't it? No, not quite. Close though, close. I'm not gonna look up that one. That's just a bank. I'm not really interested in banks personally, except SoFi. SoFi is kind of interesting. Maybe not anymore. Yeah, it's already ran a lot, but I've always found SoFi to be somewhat interesting. Then Fusion. I'd fully support a GameStop nuclear power plant. We going up? Is it? Oh no, it's not up. It's not up. I mean, it's up, but it's not up. It's up, but it's not. Alrighty. Anything else? Anything else? Do you guys got anything? You guys got anything to talk about before we end the stream here? Doesn't look like Reddit does. Doesn't look like Reddit has anything for us. Think they'll run a Super Bowl ad? I don't think so. I don't think so. I really don't. I think yeah, I don't know. I don't really see that happening. I feel like Super Bowl ads are too expensive. And like anyone who's watching football probably isn't the target audience of GameStop. That'd be something though, if they could get a bunch of like, you know, streamers or content creators to be in a Super Bowl commercial. That could be interesting. But I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see it. Any Fear Factor clips? Wait, oh yeah. Factor Did that already come out? Oh yeah, it premiered. I don't think we'd be able to watch clips of this on stream anyway, though. But yeah, yesterday was the premiere, I believe. I completely forgot about the Fear Factor. I didn't know it came out yesterday. Fear of snakes results in first elimination. Whoa, I'm like losing my voice.
Sprout Smith number.
That was weird. Gamers and athletes aren't in the same social circles. I don't think
Expensive.
so. Well,
It's simple.
I don't think. Let's be real. I don't think a majority of the people watching the Super Bowl are athletes. Let's be honest here. I don't. So maybe, I don't know though. I just don't really see it. Being united by gambling.
Enough. Rodney.
Oh, no.
She was.
Oh, God.
It's Johnny Knoxville.
Oh my God.
All I can see is my friends just cheering me.
Bro, it's literally just ball pythons. What are you afraid of? It's ball pythons.
And because I want to stay in this competition.
12.
Jaylene's got.
It's just ball pythons. What's so scary about ball pythons and crickets? I mean, the mice would be kind of scary because the ball pythons could potentially be trying to eat the mice, but I don't think this is scary. Crickets, ball pythons. I'd be a Fear Factor winner for sure. I did watch the new episode of Beast Games last night, though. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, I don't know when the new episode comes out, but hopefully soon. If that's what's in Roaring Kitty's box, I'm out, fam. Can't do snakes and crickets. Oh, that's all good. I'm out of here, too. I'm out of here, too. I don't think there's anything else to talk about for the time being. So, I think I'm out of here, too, as well. But, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for supporting the stream, as always. Is tomorrow Friday? Yeah, tomorrow's Friday. I'm not 100% sure I'll stream tomorrow, but I most likely will. It's just usually the Friday streams are dead, but maybe. It seems like the stream's been growing a little bit lately randomly, so maybe I'll keep doing the daily weekday streams. But yeah, I won't say there's a for sure stream tomorrow, but I'll probably stream tomorrow. Most likely. But I'm not gonna say for sure. But either way, I'll talk to you guys soon, whether it be tomorrow or on Monday. Or if something happens over the weekend, you know. Sometimes we do random weekend streams. But, yeah. Thank you guys for being here. Sam Grady, Muma, Ruben, Moose, Rosh, Jason. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to Jason and Sam as well. I've never seen you guys in the chat before. Well, I think I've seen you before, but I can't really remember. I don't think I've seen you guys in the chat before, so thanks for giving the stream another chance. Shout out to my OGs. I love you guys. Thanks for always supporting the stream. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day / night, wherever you reside in the world. First time? Awesome. Well, hopefully we see you again, bro. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you, Jason. Thanks for giving the stream. I think I've seen Jason in here before, but I can't remember. But thanks for giving the stream a chance. Hopefully we see you guys again. God bless ya. Peace.